Ủa sao Ly? Ừ? Sao vậy? Sao? Sao? Ủa?
Seeing the clear disappointment on his
xin lỗi nhé,
daughter's
sữa, bà
face,
quên.
Dad's heart
Bà nằm
aches
tủ
with
lạnh đi ha.
love.
Đây, đây.
He comes to her side, sits down, and reopens the empty refrigerator, his voice gentle and warm.
Bà đi đi.
The milk is all gone, sweetie. Let's go buy some, okay?
Chào bà tí nhé. Bà xin lỗi nha. Bà lấy tiền ha. Ủa? Cái ví bà đâu nhỉ?
With that, Dad gently lifts her into his arms, comforting her.
Nhé. Để bà kiếm con nhé. Được không? Đi. Xin lỗi nha. Đi ngủ chờ bà tí nhé.
Dad places his daughter on a soft yellow beanbag chair and goes into the bedroom to find his wallet. He searches through the wardrobe, looks in every drawer, but the wallet is nowhere to be found. A hint of confusion crosses Dad's face. While waiting, the little girl seems to understand her dad's problem. With strong determination, she gets off the chair, goes into the room, and climbs onto a small cabinet. There she finds a red piggy bank, her treasure. Without any hesitation, she pushes it off and it shatters on the floor. Money spills out. She picks up a bill and quickly runs to the living room. Proudly handing it to her dad like a savior. Dad takes the money in surprise, initially thinking his daughter had found his lost wallet. He holds her in his arms, his heart melting at her action, lovingly thanking her, without knowing that it was all of her savings. Afterward, Dad carries his daughter, and they both get on their old green motorcycle and head to the supermarket. Joy quickly returns to the little girl's face as she gets to go shopping with her dad. Dad picks out bananas and milk, and his little daughter enthusiastically helps him put the items in the basket.
Kéo cái hả? Đi nè. Đi ra. Đây đi.
At the checkout counter, Dad holds his daughter, feeling an unusual warmth and peace.
Rồi ha. Rồi, đây rồi.
The two return home.
Vô đây coi. Vô đây đi ơi. Vô ghế ngồi đi. Vô ghế ngồi đi con. Rồi đi ha.
Dad carefully puts the newly bought milk cartons into the now full refrigerator.
Cho lên quả chuối nha. Đây. Đây còn ăn chuối nha, được chưa? Này.
He peels a banana and gives it to his daughter, who is sitting obediently at the dining table.
Ăn ha, không được miếng nha. Ăn thử cho ngon. Chuối ngon lắm. Ngon ha. Ngồi đây ăn nhé, bạn bếp bạn dọn nhé, được chưa?
Then, Dad goes downstairs, intending to do the laundry, when he suddenly sees his wallet sitting on top of the washing machine. He freezes. Looking into the bedroom, he sees the broken piggy bank and the scattered coins on the floor.
Tiền này.
Everything suddenly becomes clear. The dad's heart aches as he realizes his precious daughter sacrificed her treasure just to help him buy milk.
Cái ví này. Cái heo 27 ly hả? Con đặt heo hả? Để lấy tiền cho ba hả?
He goes back to his daughter, gently holding up the broken piggy bank and the wallet, his eyes filled with a love that seemed to say, I know what you did. Thank you, my girl.
Cảm ơn Ly nhá. Thôi đây ha, ở đây nhá. Ly nó dọn đi nhá, thấy chưa? Ha, để bà dọn đi nhá. Giỏi lắm, ăn đi con. Ly ơi! Ly ơi! Nè!
A little later, Dad returns with a new, bigger, and more beautiful piggy bank and places it in front of his daughter.
Wow! Nè! Thấy chưa? Thích chưa? Heo của Ly đấy. Ha. Để thôi đừng đặt heo nữa nhá. Ly nhá. Ba tiết kiệm cho Ly đấy. Để mua quần áo cho Ly ha. Thấy chưa? Wow! Này đẹp không? Heo được rồi. Này lấy đi. Cầm đi. Cầm đi con. Cầm đi. Cầm đây. Đúng rồi, cầm con. Được không? Được có ha. Thôi đi nào. Đi nào. Phải làm tạm lại cho Ly nhá. Phải làm lại cho Ly nhá. Ba mươi cho Ly rồi. Nè bà đi dọn này, dọn này. Đấy, bà đi dọn heo này, thấy không? Đó. Này này.
He tenderly shows her how to put her savings into this new home.
Cẩn thận chưa? Này. Tiền đây cho Ly nhá. Này. Tiền lại ha. Này. Đó.
And together, they pick up every last coin and put it inside.
Tiền đi cho ba này. Đi đây. Đúng rồi. Rồi kia nữa con. Đi đây. Kia kìa, kia kìa. Đây. Đây này. Đây này. Đó. Giỏi quá. Đó. Đúng rồi. Vào đây nha. Đúng rồi. Đây bà cho thêm Ly nha. Trả lại cho Ly này. Nhá. Ba tiền thì ví rồi. Này. Trả lại cho Ly nhá. Đây ha. Đây ha. Đây ha. Rồi. Con xem đi. Rồi con ra đây. Rồi con ra đây. Đây nè.
Finally, Dad places the new piggy bank back in its old spot. At the break of dawn, as gentle sunlight began to stream through the window, little Lily, with her big, mischievous eyes, was already sitting comfortably on a soft yellow beanbag chair. But it seemed that even the vibrant world of cartoons couldn't hold back her adventurous spirit. She seemed to be dreaming of an adventure of her own. Delicate purple water lilies were gently blooming on the small pond, creating a truly peaceful scene. Lily stepped out into the family's lush green garden.
Oh.
Lily walked on the damp ground, her eyes constantly searching for new wonders. She moved slowly across the green lawn, seemingly sniffing and observing every plant and blade of grass. Suddenly, her little feet stopped. Lily's eyes widened in amazement. Huddled by the grass, trembling, was a tiny, fluffy, golden yellow creature, a little duckling. Lily's heart melted at the adorable sight. She gently knelt, extending a tiny hand to stroke its soft, downy feathers. The duckling timidly snuggled into her hand, letting out weak, endearing quacks. It was love at first sight.
Đi đâu rồi? Sao cái đi móc này đây? Đi đâu mở?
Lily carefully scooped the duckling into her arms, gazing at her new friend with all her affection. She even brought her nose close, giving its feathers a gentle lick, like a sweet, innocent greeting.
Đây.
Just then, Lily's dad, a kind and warm-hearted man, appeared.
Ủa, làm gì Lily? Làm gì đó hả?
Dad.
Ở đâu đi đâu đây?
His eyes lit up with surprise and affection, seeing his little girl with her new friend. He gently took the duckling in his hands, his smile full of indulgence for his daughter's love for animals.
Thở ngồi nhá, nhá. Nè, thơm miếng nè. Nè, nè. Đúng rồi, đúng rồi. Giỏi quá ha. Ở đâu Lily? Con thấy ở đâu đây? Nhỏ vậy hả? Chắc nó lạc mẹ rồi. Để ba nó cho nó xuống hồ nhá. Đi đi ba nào, đi.
Together, they decided to take the duckling to the pond for a swim.
Đi nào. Vào đây đi. Vào đây. Này. Ra xuống hồ nhá, để bơi nhá. Đây đi nè. Nè, này đi vai. Này, đi nè.
Dad carefully placed the duckling in the clear water, and Lily excitedly followed suit, placing her duckling in the cool water as well. Watching the duckling splash and swim, Lily's face broke into a smile of pure happiness and delight.
Đấy, đây này. Đấy, em uống nước kìa. Đấy, em giỏi quá. Hình như vịt này bị lạc mẹ Ly ạ. Mình bế vào nhà cho nó ăn nhé Ly nhá. Được không? Nó ở nhà nó ăn nhé. Rồi đi nào, đi đây nào. Nào đi nào, đi về nào. Đi về tí đi mẹ nhá. Được chưa? Ở đây ướt lắm. đi ra. Let's go, Lee. Let's go.
After the joyful swim, Lily and her dad returned home.
Ngồi vì ở đây ha. Ừ. Đây ngồi đây đi. Ngồi spa đi. Ngồi đây đi. Ừ.
Lily sat obediently on the beanbag chair, while her dad carefully placed the duckling in a small basket lined with a paper towel.
Đi chồng em nhé, để bà lấy đồ ăn nhé.
Okay.
Em ngon ha, để ba cho em ăn này. Đây, cám này, cám gà đấy. Đây, ăn thử nhá, ăn thử này, ăn thử này. Tới đi. Đấy. Này, ăn đi, ăn đi. Này, ăn đi. Đổ. Để bà cho em ăn nhé. Đi muốn thử hả? Đây này. Ăn đi này. Đúng rồi, em ăn đi kìa. Đi bảo em ăn đấy. Đây này. Đấy. Đúng rồi. Đó. Tập ăn đi chứ. Đây này. Đấy. Nè đi này. Đấy. Đó. Em ăn hả? Để em đây ha. Đi đói bụng chưa? Ăn làm đồ ăn cho đi nhá. Nha. Đi uống sữa không? Bạn lấy sữa cho Ly uống nhá. Được không? Lấy sữa uống cho em ha. Píp. Này, píp này. Đây này, píp. Đi ngồi đi chơi nhá. Đi ngồi đi chơi đi vịt nhá. Ba. Nè, ngồi chơi vịt đi. Và lấy đồ sữa ha.
Lily watched intently, occasionally reaching out to gently stroke her little friend, feeling very much like a big sister.
Ôi em ngủ hả? Đấy. Đây bà làm đi. Cái ở chỗ ấm cho em ngủ nha. Được chưa? Đây. Đấy. Ui, em giỏi quá hả? Nó ngủ này. Vào đây ngủ ha. Đây ngủ ha. Đây, thử nến đi. Chỗ này là hả? Chỗ này là hả?
Dad sprinkled tiny bits of food, and the duckling began to peck at it eagerly.
Đúng rồi. Ăn xíu rồi nó no nhá. Ăn xíu lên lại sức rồi nó về nhá. Đây. Giỏi quá.
Afterward, Dad went to the kitchen, a paradise of delicious treats, to prepare some fruit for his little princess.
Làm ít nước cam thì ăn nhé, xong rồi ba bắt nước cam. Hôm nay mình có 2 loại cam nhé. Cam này là cam nước này ha. Còn cam này bắt này. Cam này mình ăn ha, chứ không phải bắt nhé. Rồi. Đẹp không? Đẹp quá ha. Rồi, sẽ bắt tí ha. Gọt trước nhỉ. Để lấy cái gọt ha. Sữa ba muốn rất tí à? Đây, một xí cho vui không? Đây, cần bỏ kia đi. Bỏ đây này, chỗ này này, bỏ đây này.
He skillfully peeled an orange and cut it into small, bite-sized pieces. Lily sat nearby, her eyes glued to her dad's hands, waiting eagerly.
Cái này chắc ngon ha, biết Ly thích không nhỉ? Để Ly thử ha. Đấy. Ngó đấy. Thử xem thế nào nha. Quá. Nhìn hấp dẫn quá ha.
When her dad fed her the first sweet slice, the juicy flavor made her close her eyes in bliss.
Ngon quá. Ngon đúng không Ly? Ngon vào. Tuyệt vời nhỉ. Bà biết là thích Ly thích ăn cái này đúng không? Cái viền trắng này, cái viền trắng là Ly thích này. Đây. Ngon lắm thấy chưa? Mình cán hết nó ngon ha. Đây, và cách này Ly một ít này thì ăn được ha. Em thích thì bà lấy cái cam ha. Hơi chua Ly nhỉ? Hơi chua thôi. Được. Quá ngon quá. Ngon quá. Đúng rồi. Rồi, để bỏ vào đây, bỏ vào cái bọt bát này. Đây. Đúng rồi. Ngon không? Được. Quá. Đúng rồi, ngon quá. Ngon quá ha. Đúng rồi, cái bã qua nè. Không thích ăn cái bã hả? Đúng rồi, bỏ đây thôi. Đây, cái này. Này bỏ đây ha. Đây, biết là đi hay lựa ha. Này hơi chua tí nhỉ? Chua tí ha. Cái đấy rồi. Lấy cái ba đi, cái kia. Ui, chua quá hả? Chua quá hả? Đỡ nhẹ cái cao mà chua quá ha. Ui ôi, chua quá. Cao nó hơi chua. Hơi chua ha, Ly ha. Chua hả? Bỏ đây, bỏ đây. Rồi phải thôi nhé. Rồi để bà làm cái một ly nước ha. Ở đây một ly đây. Bỏ đây không? Đúng rồi. Ui ôi, chua quá ha. Wow. Uống thì dễ hơn ăn đấy.
But that wasn't all. Dad then used a yellow juicer to squeeze the fresh, ripe oranges.
Yeah.
Lily curiously watched every golden drop of juice fall.
Rồi, thử miếng. Ngon đấy. Ok, rồi, tí nha.
When he was done, he carefully poured the juice into a glass.
Đấy. Chờ đây không hút nha. Ngồi chờ ba tí vào đây hút rồi nha. Ngồi chờ ba tí ha. Đâu nhỉ? Chờ ba tí ha. Đây ha, bà có ống hút nè, con cầm đây đi.
He then picked Lily up in one arm, holding the glass of orange juice in the other, and they both went outside to enjoy the fresh air.
Đây, con đây.
In the yard, Dad sat Lily on a small wooden swing. He gave her the glass of orange juice with a straw, and Lily began to happily sip her delicious drink.
Ngon không? Hơi nhiều nhỉ? Cố gắng uống hết nha. Ngon quá ha.
As Lily sat on the swing, a flock of cute yellow ducklings wandered over on the grass. Dad took some food and sprinkled it on a large banana leaf for them.
Đi cầm đấy.
The ducklings quickly gathered around, chirping and pecking at the food, while Lily watched them from her swing.
Sao? Gian đi chứ? Ừ. Nè, ăn đi nè. Ở đây. Ăn đi nè. Em chơi coi.
Afterward, Lily went closer and delightfully touched her soft, feathery friends.
Ở này đây ha. Chị làm vậy đấy ha. Đấy. Chơi thì đi ha.
Okay.
Đi bơi không? Đi bơi tí nhỉ? Đi bơi tí nào. Đi Lia, mang vào đây Lia. Mang vịt vào đây. Mang vịt vào đây nào. Ở đây nào. Kìa, đi ra đây đi, ra đây. Đấy, thấy chưa? Kìa, thấy chưa? Đừng xuống đâu. Đây, đây, đúng rồi. Ngồi đây thôi ha. Rớt đấy, đấy là rớt đấy kìa. Đi đi anh.
On another beautiful sunny day, Dad took Lily for a ride on his motorbike. Looking like a quirky little adventurer in her small yellow helmet and sunglasses, Lily sat securely in the front basket. They arrived at an outdoor cafe. Dad carefully took off Lily's helmet and sunglasses.
Đi nào. Đi vào đây nhé.
And sat her on a chair at a table.
Đi gọi yêu thì kêu nha. Cô ơi, cho con menu cô. Tôi nấu một cacao lạnh. Ra được không Ly? Ra được không? Đấy được không? Ừ. Chả tí uống sữa nha. Được chưa? Rồi chờ tí ha. Đấy, chờ tí bà mang ra ha.
A plate of freshly sliced fruit was brought to the table. Lily skillfully used a small fork to eat each piece, and her dad also lovingly fed her some.
Ăn đi. Và xong sữa nhá, được chưa? Ăn xong đi chơi nhá. Ăn xong đi chơi nhá. Ăn xong rồi đi chơi chưa? Tí ra đi chơi. Phải không? Đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Ngon ha. Sao? Đây này, còn miếng đây này, ăn nhanh cái miếng đây này. Ăn xong rồi sữa uống nha. Đi ngồi đi. Ăn đây nè. Sao? Đây. Có bỏ đây không? Bỏ đây. Chẳng sao. Nóng đấy.
A moment later, a warm glass of pristine white milk was brought to the table.
Nóng rồi chưa này? Thấy không? Thấy không? Thấy nóng không? Nóng đấy, nóng đấy. Nóng ấy. Nóng không? Thấy chưa?
Dad stirred it with a spoon, then put a straw in it, and helped Lily hold the glass to drink.
Yeah.
Lily held the glass with her two tiny hands and drank the sweet milk happily.
Ngon quá ha. Đã quá ha. Đã quá ha. Được không? Hôm nay Ly khỏe mọi người ạ. Bây giờ Ly uống xong mình cho Ly đi chơi nhá. Chào đi chơi ha. Đi dạo nhá. Được không? Đã quá ha. Này, cầm lên này. Đúng rồi. Sâu ruột đúng rồi. Hết luôn, hết luôn, hết luôn. Cố lên nào, hết luôn. Rồi, hết rồi. Chà. Chà.
After she finished, Dad carefully wiped the lingering drops of milk from her cute lips and small hands with a tissue.
Đấy. Rồi. Có thêm táo không? Có thêm táo không? Không ăn nữa hả? Không ăn bỏ đây. Không ăn. Thôi ha. Để uống nước nha. Đấy, thử uống xem ngon không? Chà. Ngon mà. Thôi ha. Rồi, ha. Rồi, đi nào, chơi nhá. Rồi, xong rồi ha. Xong rồi mình đi chơi nhá. Tính tiền là tính tiền đi chơi nhá. Nhá. Ha. Rồi, đi bạn.
Finally, as dusk began to fall, Lily climbed into her dad's lap and snuggled into his shirt, seeking his familiar warmth. Dad stood up, holding his little girl in his arms. For Lily, her dad's embrace was a world of peace, where every adventure ended in boundless sweetness and love.
Được ha.
Những chữ này.
Dạ ha.
In a lush green backyard, under the gentle morning sun, Lily was enjoying a peaceful morning. Dressed in a cute outfit, she sat perched on a wooden swing, her tiny feet dangling and swaying to the rhythm as she chirped cheerful melodies. Nearby, her best friend, a black pig named Sam, was lazily basking in the sun.
Hi.
Seeing his friend, Lily gently slid off the swing and ran over to play, her clear laughter echoing throughout the garden. In a corner of the garden, Lily's dad was diligently tending to the vegetable patches. The back of his shirt was soaked with sweat, which rolled down his forehead. Engrossed in her game, Lily still remembered to glance over at her dad from time to time. Then, the mischievous little monkey climbed onto Sam's back, like a tiny knight preparing for her own adventure.
Ly ơi! Ly ơi!
But Lily's joy
Ôi trời,
didn't
thật
last
nha.
long, as she noticed her dad's face growing more and more tired. A sense of worry began to creep into her little heart.
Này nắng quá trời.
Her dad had to go inside to rest from exhaustion. Seeing her dad lying in bed, Lily rushed in, her round eyes shining with concern. The little monkey climbed onto the bed and used her tiny hands to clumsily
Lily.
massage her dad, a small gesture that held all her love
Ba làm nghỉ
and
tí
most
ha.
sincere care.
Tiến qua kiếm chị Julian nha.
Her anxiety growing, Lily ran to get the thermometer. The number 38.1 you can see on the screen made Lily's heart sink. Dad had a high fever. The little monkey immediately remembered the magical fever-reducing patch her dad always used. She hurried to the first aid box rummaged through everything, but to her despair, there wasn't a single one left.
Oh.
Panicked at not finding a fever patch, an idea flashed in Lily's mind. She needed money to buy one. Without hesitation, the little monkey rushed outside, found her dear pig friend, and nimbly climbed onto his back, urging her friend toward another part of the house.
Go.
Lily went to her toy safe, skillfully entered the code, and opened the door.
Uh-oh.
But disappointment struck. It was completely empty. Saddened, Lily went to her small study table and sat dejectedly. The image of her exhausted, feverish dad filled her young mind. In that moment, a momentous decision was made. Lily looked at her toy tablet, her most beloved possession, then resolutely picked it up and ran off, determined to sell it for money to buy medicine for her dad. Without a second thought, Lily ran outside, clutching the tablet. She sat for a long time in a familiar spot, hoping someone would buy her toy, but people just passed by indifferently.
Hi. Oh?
Hey!
Oh.
With a burning determination, Lily took the tablet to a woman she knew.
Bạn muốn bán thứ này ư?
Little monkey's pleading eyes and decisive action touched the woman's heart.
Của mình chứ. Thôi, được rồi. Nó cũng được đấy.
She gently took the toy and gave Lily just enough money.
Đây này, tiền của bạn đây. Cảm ơn nhé.
Clutching the precious coins in her hand, Lily wasted no time, immediately jumping onto her loyal pig's back and hurrying to the store to buy the fever patch.
Linh mua cái gì? Linh mua gì à? Rồi đây, quà của Linh nè. Rồi, bye Linh nha.
Bye bye.
The journey back seemed shorter, fueled by Lily's anticipation. The little monkey quickly rode the pig right up to her dad's bedside.
Dad.
Her dad,
Lily?
delirious from the fever,
Oh.
half opened his eyes to
Ui
see
giời
his
ơi.
little child returning with the miracle in her hand.
Trời ơi, sao biết là mua cái này Linh? Sao biết mua cái này à? Đây bà thấy ha.
He managed to sit up slightly, took the patch from
Oh,
Lily,
đúng rồi.
tore open
Cái
the
này á,
package
cái này biết làm
himself,
gì không?
and placed it on his own hot
Ok.
forehead.
Thấy không? Bà hay đánh cái ly đấy. Thấy không? Nè. Đây này. Ờ.
The coolness from the patch seemed to soothe the fever, but the warmth of Lily's
Đấy,
love
thấy
was the
chưa?
most precious medicine of all. Moved by his
Dạ
daughter's
ha.
heart, her dad opened his arms and pulled Lily into a hug.
Rồi, ốm á. Đấy.
And just like that, the two of them fell asleep. A peaceful and unusually
Thấy
warm
chúng ta
sleep.
ốm rồi đấy. Ha. Cảm ơn Ly nha. Ôi. Anh nghỉ tí ha. Nghỉ tí ha. Đi lấy sữa cho Ly uống ha. Được không?
After a fitful sleep, filled with worry, little Lily stirred and woke up. Seeing her dad still deep in sleep, his breathing steady but his forehead still showing signs of fatigue.
Dad.
Lily moved as gently as she could, tiptoeing off the bed. Her bare feet pattered quietly on the cool floor as she made her way to the refrigerator in the living room. The familiar door opened, and a carton of cool milk appeared before her. Without hesitation, she decided this milk was for her dad, and only for her dad. He was sick, and he needed nourishment. Carefully, she brought the milk into the room.
Lily.
Her dad woke up. The first thing he saw was the milk carton and Lily's clear, expectant eyes. He smiled, his heart warming. "My good girl,"
Đây, bà làm
he
gì
whispered.
nữa ha? Đây. Đây, để vào đây ha. Nè, có đúng đi. Sao, không uống hả? Uống đi con, này. Cầm lấy, uống đi. Sao? Uống đi con. Ba uống hả? À, cho ba uống hả? Ồ, phản vậy. Con uống đi, con uống đi.
Seeing her dad was feeling better, Lily dared to point at the milk, signaling for him to drink it.
Ba uống, cho ba uống hả? Cho ba uống sữa đây hả? Đó. Ồ. Cảm ơn Ly nhá. Thôi được rồi, bán lấy bánh cho con uống nhá, con ăn nhá. Được không?
After some persuasion from his daughter, her dad gave in. To reward his filial daughter, he went to the living room to get her a snack. But then, a sense of unease suddenly crept over him when he couldn't find Lily's beloved tablet anywhere.
Mấy cái đi đâu đó? Ồ, đi.
Returning to the room, he gently asked her about it.
Đi đâu rồi? Sao? Mấy
At
con đâu?
first, Lily just lowered her head in silence, her sparkling eyes welling up with tears.
Có bảo.
With all his tenderness and patience, her dad managed to coax the whole story out of her. Each of his child's
bà biết
innocent
rồi.
words was like a needle piercing
rồi.
his heart.
Đi mua đồ cho ba đấy
It
hả?
turned out his precious
Đồ
little
mua đồ
one
cho ba
had
hả?
sacrificed
Có
her
bảo.
favorite toy, figuring out
Dạ,
on her
hả?
own how to get money to buy a fever patch for him. He pulled Lily into a tight
Ok
hug,
nhá, đợi ba xíu
kissing her
ha.
little head as
Được chưa?
tears of
Đợi ba xíu
happiness
nào,
streamed
chưa
down
đâu
his cheeks.
Ừ.
Without a moment's hesitation, he rushed to the place where Lily had sold the tablet.
Dad.
At that moment, nothing was more important than bringing back his little girl's beloved friend.
Chị cho em lấy cái máy. Hôm qua Lily nó vào nó bán máy tính rồi không chị? Em lấy lại cái máy đó ha.
The moment he placed the tablet back into Lily's hands, her whole world lit up. Lily hugged the familiar toy, her eyes sparkling with pure
Chị
joy.
hả? Ngoan hả? Trời ơi, thương vậy hả? Trời ơi, thật giỏi quá ha.
A radiant smile blossomed on both their faces. A smile of boundless love, silent sacrifice, and a simple yet sacred happiness.
Giỏi lắm. Đây ha. Cái tí nhá, cắt ở đây ha, cắt ở đây ha. Thế nào lúc nào xem và lấy xem nhé. Chưa?
After hours of worry, the atmosphere in the small house finally turned cheerful again. To reward his devoted daughter, her dad decided to take Lily on a special trip, far from home.
Đó.
He carefully picked out a brand new outfit for her,
Chào mọi người nhé.
a white shirt with red trim and plaid pants that made her look like a playful little girl.
Chào mọi người nhé. Hôm nay cuối tuần nên mình dẫn đi chơi nhé. Chứ sắp tới là mưa nhiều mọi người, không dẫn đi chơi được. Hôm nay tranh thủ trời không mưa nên dẫn đi chơi cho vui nhá. Nha. Cho nên đi uống sữa nha. Được không? Đi chơi ha. Rồi, cắt cái áo này để chờ bà tí ha.
Most special of all, he had prepared a tiny, meticulously woven leaf hat that fit perfectly on Lily's little head. Dressed in her new clothes, Lily spun around happily, eagerly awaiting the adventure to come. The two of them walked hand in hand along a winding village road, the fresh country air bringing a sense of peace.
Đây mình chơi ha. Đây kia mình chờ thử xem hả? Được không?
They crossed a small wooden bridge, and below, a gentle river flowed with boats quietly moored.
Cẩn thận ngã nha. Cẩn thận ngã đấy. Đi nào đi. Cẩn thận ngã đấy. Đây nè. Yeah. Đây. Đi nha. Thuyền chơi nhé. Thuyền chơi không? Vào đây chơi thuyền này. Vào đây. Rồi, hay quá. Đây bà bé nè, đây Linh ơi, đây. Ướt ha.
Her dad carefully helped Lily into a boat, and she was absolutely thrilled.
Đi ngồi đi. Vào đây. Đúng rồi.
Lily's round eyes ceaselessly took in everything around her, from the water hyacinths drifting lazily to the water's surface glittering in the late afternoon sun. Leaving the boat dock, the dad and daughter continued their journey through endless stretches of rice paddies. So that his daughter could have the best view, her dad lifted Lily onto his shoulders. From up high, Lily could see farmers working diligently, and, in the distance, flocks of white storks flying. The feeling of sitting on her dad's shoulders, looking out at the vast world, was a wonderful experience. Not just to hold money, but to hold a priceless memory of his little daughter's love. A sudden August downpour shattered the quiet of the small house, where Lily was engrossed in the world of cartoons.
Barbecue.
The first rumble of thunder didn't startle her. Oh! flash of lightning outside the window sparked an image in her mind. The line of sun-scented clothes her dad had washed that morning. Oh no, she cried out softly. Without a second's hesitation, she rushed to find her umbrella, one as bright yellow as the sunshine she adored. Her small feet scurried out into the garden as the rain began to fall harder, splashing coolly against her face. Just as she arrived and reached out to pull down the first shirts, Lily was stopped by a faint, lost cry nearby. Amidst the white sheet of rain, a tiny, trembling yellow dot looked hopeless. A lost duckling! Her heart tightened. Forgetting all about the soaking laundry, Lily's eyes could only see the tiny, fragile creature. She hurried over, tilting her umbrella to shield the duckling. Under the yellow canopy, she sat down, using her own small body to give her new friend more shelter, hoping her warmth could chase away the rain's chill. The two of them, one big and one small, warmed each other in the bleak, rainy scene. When the rain subsided, Lily gently carried the duckling into the house. She placed it in a basket lined with a soft cloth and carefully dried its silky, downy feathers with a towel. Sheltered and warm, the duckling nuzzled its small head against Lily's hand and let out a soft, clear chirp that sounded like, "Mom, Mom!" That clear cry felt like a warm stream flowing deep into Lily's soul. She was stunned for a moment, then giggled. A strange, sweet, and sacred feeling welled up inside her. She knew that, from this moment on, she had a small, lovely responsibility to protect. Suddenly remembering her unfinished task, Lily rushed back outside to gather the clothes. With no place to hang them inside, the clever girl draped the clothes over her set of wooden chairs. Then pulled her electric fan close, turning it to the highest setting to dry them. When her dad came home, he was surprised by his daughter's invention. Lily excitedly showed off the new family member and recounted the story of rescuing the little duckling. Her dad didn't just praise his daughter's responsibility. He was immensely proud of her kind heart. He pulled Lily into his arms for a tight, warm hug. Outside, the rain continued to fall, but inside the small house, a gentle fairy tale had been written with love, innocence, and compassion. The duckling had found a family, and Lily had learned her first lesson of unconditional love, a feeling even warmer than the sun itself.
Qua đây bắt xe nào. Qua đây bắt xe nào. Qua đây. Qua đây bế vịt xe nào. Này.
Under the golden, honey-like morning sun, the small garden was alive with the sounds of life. For Lily, the sweetest sound was the joyful bee-bee from the herd of goats whenever they saw her familiar figure in a conical hat. Especially Bebe, the little goat with dark, expressive eyes that Lily loved the most.
Đi giỏi quá nha. Cảm ơn Ly nha. Cái bó này nữa nha Ly nhá. Đây con. Nè. Đây. Cầm cho ba nhá. Thấy chưa? Đi đi con. Cầm cho dê nhá.
Eat well, baby, she whispered, handing a clump of fresh green grass through the wooden fence. Bebe gently nuzzled Lily's small palm, its damp nose creating a cute ticklish sensation. To Lily, Bebe was not just a goat, but a little friend with whom she could share secrets and shower with all her tender care. While Lily was busy with her little friend, in the distance, her dad's figure was still diligently working. His shirt was soaked with sweat, beads of it dotting his sun-darkened forehead, a testament to his love for his family.
Nốt bó này nhá. Thứ ba nốt cái này nhá. Đi vào đi. Từ từ nào.
Looking at her dad, a gentle idea popped into her head. Lily ran into the house, her feet moving swiftly. The small kitchen suddenly came to life with the presence of the tiny chef. Lily stood on her tiptoes to reach for the plump oranges in the refrigerator. With small but skillful hands, she carefully placed them on the juicer. She used all her strength, pressing down firmly, letting streams of fragrant, gleaming golden orange juice flow into the glass. Each drop of juice seemed to sparkle with the pure love she wanted to give her dad. After finishing, Lily carefully poured the orange juice from the glass into a bottle. The cool bottle of orange juice was ceremoniously delivered to her dad. Dad, I brought you some water. Her dad looked surprised, then smiled gently.
Làm gì đây? Nước cho ba hả? Hả? Ly mang này cho ba hả? À, này thao đây. Mở ra uống à? Uống được không?
He took the bottle from his daughter's hand and took a large gulp.
Uống được không mày Lý? Ừ? Uống được không mày? Được hả? Nước gì lạ Lý?
The sweet, refreshing taste of the juice seemed to wash away all his fatigue. But sweeter than the juice was the thoughtful heart of his little girl.
Con muỗi nó cắn này. Nước được đấy. À, có thử miếng hả? Đây. À, nước ngon mà nhỉ? Đấy, thấy không? Ngon quá nhỉ? Ly giỏi lắm. Trời ơi, bẩn hết rồi kìa.
Lily thoughtfully took a tissue from her bag and gave it to her dad to wipe his sweat.
Ủa, cho ba giấy hả? Cho ba giấy nữa hả?
In that moment, time seemed to stand still. Her dad said nothing, only quietly stroking his daughter's head, his eyes filled with boundless pride and love.
À, để bà lau cho Ly một cái nữa nha. Bật hết áo này ha. Cảm ơn Ly nhá. Còn một tờ này mình cất đi nhá. Lúc nào dơ lấy ra lau ha. Đây, bà cất cho Ly nhá. Đây. Rồi, cảm ơn con nhé. Cái này bà uống tí nữa ha. Ha. Bà uống tí nữa nhé. Rồi, vô thôi con. Đi. Vô nhà đi.
After making sure her dad was re-energized, Lily happily ran back to Bebe. She brought a large armful of grass, feeding her little friend, while whispering the story of her magical orange juice. Bebe seemed to understand, nuzzling its head against her hand as if in thanks. The love Lily had for her little goat Bibi, the filial love she had for her great dad, and the infinite love the dad had for his precious daughter all blended together, creating the warmest and sweetest country melody. Under the warm afternoon sun, the small garden of the dad and daughter bustled with the sounds of their work. Dad was diligently tending to the new flower beds, his shirt soaked with sweat, but a gentle smile remained on his face. From the goat pen, little Lily came scampering out, her voice as clear as a bell. "Daddy, what are you doing?" Seeing his precious daughter, her dad replied softly, "I'm planting more flowers to make our garden even more beautiful, sweetie." His eyes shone with pride. Would Lily like to help? Lily cheered with delight. She was given the important task of going to the next garden patch to pick more of the brightest flowers. With her tiny hands, Lily carefully chose each bloom, cradling them as if they were precious gems. Soon, she returned with an armful of colorful flowers.
Cảm ơn Ly nhá. Đây ba nào. Ủa, nhiều rồi.
Her
Nhiều
face
thế.
beaming with joy.
Này, bà chồng
Looking
đây
at
nhá.
his daughter,
bà ăn được cái
her
này.
dad's heart grew warm. Together, they
Wow.
tilled the soil and placed each small flower into the ground.
Đó, đi qua đây ngồi đi. Qua đây bà chỉ bà làm nhá. Nè, bà trồng hoa này ha. Đây bà lấy hoa đây nhá. Bỏ đây này. Đó, đúng rồi, cảm ơn Ly nhá. Lấy hoa cho ba đi. Đi lấy hoa đi. Đây. Đây này. Đó, bỏ đây. Đây. À, đúng rồi, giỏi. Cảm ơn Ly nhá. Đó, bà lấy nữa đi. Lấy hoa đi. Bỏ đây này. Đó, Ly giỏi quá, giúp ba giỏi ha. Rồi, lấy thêm đi con. Lấy thêm hoa đi. Lấy hoa bên đây này. Đó, lấy một cành hoa lớn nhá. Bỏ đây. Đúng rồi, cảm ơn Ly nhá. Rồi, lấy nữa đi, lấy hoa đi. Lấy bên ngoài đi kìa. Bỏ đây con, mau bỏ đây. Đây này. Giỏi. À, Ly, con đi lấy cho ba ít nước nhá. Đây kia lấy cái xô lấy cho ba ít nước đi con. Đúng rồi, đi ra ngoài kia kìa.
Lily enthusiastically carried a bucket of water. Though it was heavy, she still managed to water each plant.
Ui. À, cảm ơn Ly nhé. Ui trời ơi. À, lấy nữa Ly, lấy đến. Ui. À, cảm ơn Ly nhé. Đi qua lấy nữa đi con. Rồi, cảm ơn Ly nhé. Rồi, nhiều nước quá Ly này thấy không? Đó. Làm một hoa đẹp là nhờ có Ly nhá, Ly nhá, thấy chưa? Bây giờ Ly lấy thêm ba thêm một xô nữa nhé. Cảm ơn Ly nhé. Lấy cho ba nhé. Bây giờ lấy cho ba thêm một xô nữa nhé. Rồi kìa. Rồi. Cảm ơn Ly nhá. Ui trời ơi, quần áo ở đây. Thấy không? Để ba đổ tưới xong rồi bà thay đồ Ly nhé. Rồi. Xong rồi. Đó nhé. Bằng cái kia. Bằng cái kia chưa? Một hoa đẹp nhá. Qua này đi. Đấy. Đi thôi. Đi nào. Đi nào. Đây Ly. Qua đây bà hãy đưa Ly nhé. Qua đây. Qua đây hãy đưa Ly này. Đây Ly. Nè. Không. Nè.
When the work was done, her
Phải
dad
xanh đi nhé,
led Lily
nhé.
to the melon patch, where a
Phải xanh nhé.
large,
Nào.
ripe watermelon was
Xuống,
waiting.
đứng lên nhé.
This is a reward for my hard-working little
Qua đây,
gardener,
hái quả này cho.
he said, stroking
Qua đây
Lily's
Ly,
head.
bên này. Kìa, thấy không? Đó. Đó được đó. Lấy quả đó đi. Lấy quả đó đi. Ừ, đây. Đấy, nè. Này, cầm lấy, cầm lấy. Cầm lấy ba cái này. Bỏ đây hả? To quá, không vừa. Nè. Con cầm xô đi, cầm này đi. Cầm này đi. Đi nào đi. Đưa ra đi. Đi nào. Đi nào.
One beautiful morning, in a small and cozy house, a clever little girl named Lily was engrossed in watching cartoons. Her dad wanted to make the apple-filled buns that Lily loved so much, but he discovered they were out of flour. A gentle voice called out from the kitchen, "Lily, could you come in here with me for a moment?" Lily reluctantly tore her eyes away from the screen and quickly ran into the kitchen.
Okay.
"Let's make those apple buns you like, but we're all out of flour. Can you help me by going to the supermarket to buy some?" Dad said to Lily. Hearing about her favorite buns, Lily squealed with delight and nodded eagerly, ready to take on the important mission. Her dad tenderly placed a small blue helmet on her head, carefully fastening the strap, and then put a cute little backpack on her.
Ở nhà ba dọn cái bếp xong rồi về để ba làm cho Ly nhá. Đây, giỏi lắm. Đi cẩn thận nhá. Đúng rồi.
Confident and independent, Lily walked out onto the porch by herself, where her familiar wooden cart was waiting, and began her little adventure with a look of determination. After a short distance, she saw a few small children playing happily. Drawn in by their cheerful laughter, Lily stopped her cart, intending to run over and play. But then she suddenly remembered the important task her dad had given her. She couldn't keep him waiting. Lily quickly said goodbye to her friends, gripped the handle of her wooden cart, and hurried towards the supermarket. She arrived at the supermarket, her bright eyes scanning around for the items her dad had mentioned. She stopped at the fruit counter, carefully selecting the reddest, juiciest apples.
2.
Lily knew this was the secret ingredient for their wonderful buns. After carefully choosing the apples, Lily also picked up a small bag of flour, loaded everything onto her cart, and began her journey home.
Thank you. La la la.
On the way back, while pushing her little cart full of her successful haul, Lily suddenly saw an old woman sitting huddled by the side of the road. She stopped her cart, hesitated for a moment, and then, without further thought, took the biggest, reddest apple from her basket, trotted over, and placed it in the old woman's hand. Although no words were spoken, Lily felt a warm joy spread throughout her body. That small act made her feel happier than watching a good movie or eating a delicious treat. When she got home, Lily proudly showed her dad her successful shopping trip.
Dad. Dad.
Ồ, về đây con. Đồ đâu? Rồi, chào bà Tiến nhé. Đây rồi ha. Đi thẳng quá ha. Đi bộ bên này. Rồi. Đâu, qua được vào đây thử thế nào. Đó. Chào mọi người nhá. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu mình làm bánh đi nhá. Đi thì mình bột sẵn rồi này. Rồi, táo này. Hôm nay mình làm bánh táo ha. Được không? Ha.
The two of them went into the kitchen together. The small kitchen suddenly became lively.
Ồ. Rồi, kia đâu ra súp nào. Súp này.
Dad poured the flour into a bowl and
Okay.
slowly added water while stirring.
Súp. Giỏi quá. Đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Rồi, vậy thôi ha. Đây rồi. Rồi, chọn lên tí ha. Dẻo quá hả? Thì dẻo kéo luôn. Đã quá ha. Rồi, mẹ bị đẹp lắm liền nha. Đấy, thấy chưa? Nghe. Thấy không? Wow.
When the dough started to come
Cái này nè.
together, he said,
Ồ,
"All
bây giờ
right,
tay xì cho
time
mẹ
to
tí
use
nha.
our hands.
Quên mất
But
ha.
first, we have to wash
đi
them
làm
very
bánh nha.
well." With that, he lifted Lily up to the sink.
Mình đang sạch sẽ mình làm bánh nhé. Quên mất ha.
Carefully lathered her tiny hands with fragrant soap
Đây, đây, đây,
and
đây.
rinsed them with clean water.
Bánh bông. Rồi, con đi thế nào? Qua đây. Đây các bạn ạ. Ui giời. Quá ha. Đấy, mình lại lát thấy mình ăn phải đau bụng ha. Đó. Chà thơm quá. Thơm quá rồi ha.
After they both dried their hands, Dad began to knead the dough on the table until it was smooth and soft.
Đầu tiên nha, bây giờ mình bắt đầu lên cho bột này. Đây. Em cần đi. Đúng rồi, tao muốn cần lắm hả? Đây. Thử đi, thử đi. Lấy đi, lấy đi. Đây này, đây này. Và lấy đi, lấy đi. Đây đây, đúng rồi, đây này. Đây này. Đó, đây. Đúng rồi.
Lily watched with curiosity and imitated him, taking a small piece of dough and molding it in her hands, thoroughly enjoying
Đấy,
herself.
đúng rồi. Ha. Dính cái đáy bếp á, dính cái gì à? Đúng rồi, giỏi. Thơm quá ha. Bây giờ mình chuyển qua mình làm cái này nhá. Đây ha.
While they waited for the dough to rest, they moved on to making the filling.
cái ly nha. Chú ba được không? Chú ba được không? Này. Đúng rồi. Lắm. Kim giỏi. Ngon quá hả? Cái này ba cắt táo và bỏ vào trong nhân nha, nhân bánh nha.
Dad peeled the apples and diced them into tiny, neat cubes.
Ngon quá hả?
Lily helped by putting the cut apple pieces into a bowl.
Rồi.
The most exciting part finally arrived. Dad pinched off small balls of dough, flattened them into wrappers, placed a spoonful of apple filling in the center, and skillfully pinched the edges together, creating beautiful little buns. Lily didn't shape the buns herself. She sat beside him, watching his every move with a look of pure admiration.
Dính cái đáy bếp á. Dính cái liền. Ngon không? Đây.
Each time her dad finished a bun, he would hand it to her. She would carefully take the masterpiece with both hands and gently place it in the steamer, arranging them neatly for the final step.
Bỏ đây ha. Dạ không? Thử đi. Đúng rồi. Đây, cho xem này. Muốn xem đúng không? Rồi, con bỏ trên kia đi. Đúng rồi, giỏi quá. Đây nha, bỏ đây ha. Đẹp không? Bỏ kia đi coi. Giỏi. Bạn lấy cái này để đi ăn nhé. Ngon hả? Để bạn ăn bánh ha.
When the buns were all lined up in the steamer, Dad placed it on the stove to steam. While they waited, they prepared some more fruit for dessert.
Không hả? Không hả? Rồi, rồi, đây là này. Đây là giờ thì ăn bánh nha.
Soon, when the pristine white buns were cooked, a sweet, fragrant aroma filled the entire house.
Chào tí nha. Chào tí nha. Chào tí xíu. nhân táo nè.
Dad carefully took the buns out and placed them on a plate.
Đi một cái vào một cái nha.
Wow.
Rồi, đi thôi. Đi thôi. Đây, mình ngồi đây ha.
He set the meal on the table. Lily sat in her chair,
con đây.
eagerly looking at their creation. She picked up a fork, carefully speared a piece of a bun, and slowly brought it to her mouth.
Ừ. 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 Ngon quá ha. Không ngờ lại ngon vậy ha. Ừ. Ừ. Như này mà. Bên trong có nhân đấy, nhân táo đấy. Ừ. Ừ. Lần đầu tiên đi ăn cái bánh này mọi người, bánh nếp ấy, bánh nếp nhân táo.
The sweetness of the flour and the aroma of the filling blended
hả?
together, creating a truly special flavor.
Ngon nhỉ.